Previously on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Oh shit.
The footprints. They're mine.
Oh fuck no.
Hina?
Okay, well then it's not her.
If you're all gonna find
Because if
out
they're all gonna
anyway,
say it's them, it's not gonna be them. So it's not Hina.
I'd rather
So
you
then
get
I'm
it
out of
straight from
ideas.
me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
No, you didn't.
Just as I suspected.
No, she didn't. If she admits it, that means she
Footprints
didn't
were
do
made
it.
by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are... I guess me and Hina.
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Why he asked to see our feet. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
You shouldn't believe it, because it's
What
not
about
true.
it can't you
Unless
believe?
it is, and I'm just stupid.
Well, it's just... The two of them were so close.
Yeah, you know who else were close? You and, Sayaka, bud. But, you know.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used
Cock.
that trust to kill her.
That's funny.
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true?
She said it was, but it's probably
Did you
not.
really kill Sakura?
Probably not.
And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I thought it would be funny, and it was.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
It happens.
And then she downed it. All at once.
Oh.
And then...
Hold it.
Oh, leg. Yeah, see? She's gonna say
I'm
hold
not
it, it's not gonna be.
convinced.
Yeah, okay.
You're not about to
'Cause if she
claim
said it was her, then
wouldn't
it
kill a
couldn't
close
have been
friend,
her.
Are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Yeah, it's called Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Murder. Trigger Happy Havoc,
Honeyed
sorry.
words like friendship don't matter here. What matters
Only
is
despair,
outwitting the
because that's
opponent,
all we care about in
defeating
this
them.
fucking school.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end,
True.
we're all in it for ourselves. Just
We're
like how
all
this
in
girl
this
sacrificed
together.
Sakura to save
I
herself.
don't know the words to the song. It's been years since I've seen this movie.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
She didn't.
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
I mean, it would
No,
help.
It doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Yeah,
And if I do?
she said it too easily.
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are
There
you
are
sure
multiple
about that?
ways
even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
Ah,
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
yeah.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's
Dumbass.
just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into
Oh
a
my
bit
gosh.
more detail?
Okay.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
I also want to feel your boobs.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
It's clear that she isn't because she said it.
There's
She
nobody else to
said that
suspect.
she is the
Nobody
culprit,
else
which
could
means she
have
can't be the
possibly done
culprit.
it.
That's how these games work.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
Yeah, get
I
fucked.
see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once
Okay.
I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that,
How could you
everything
make that
I did
mistake?
got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison, then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
But if that's true... the footprints don't match? Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one
Oh my
more time?
gosh.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Fuck you.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Alright. So I guess footprints in the powder.
First I went to Section C.
Okay.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
No, she
Yeah.
like dropped the entire fucking
When I grabbed
bottle.
the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section
No, you
A.
didn't.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong. I don't know how, but I think it
You
is.
said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah?
Oh, but the powder
What about
is
it?
spilled from section... Wait.
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein.
Oh, but the footprints don't go to section C.
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
There we go.
That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
Did I miss something? Oh, I guess not.
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Ah,
Footprints
you're wrong,
aren't the only
Byakuya.
problem with her account.
Because you're fucking stupid.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New
Okay.
evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Okay.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me.
What, the protein
I'm
powder?
amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of
It
glass.
sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have
like
solved the mystery
cocaine?
without you. So, thank you
Oh
for
man,
that.
that's good shit.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Oh, what?
Huh?
Okay,
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I actually don't. The shard of light blue glass, Kyoko. Oh, it's from the window, isn't it? Glass found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something the same shade of blue. The rec room window.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Yeah.
Window?
Through the
The window we
window,
broke to
through
get
the
in was light
wall.
blue, just like that. So I...
Oh fuck! I pressed.
You're
Fuck.
right. It must be.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it. You're right. It must be. Of course. That leads to another
How
question.
did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
I don't know.
Strange about that.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, Section A?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is
Ah,
what you said, right, Hina?
yeah.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Yes.
In reality, that
Apparently.
bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was
How
opened,
coincidental.
the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there.
How? I still don't believe that the glass somehow got in the bottle. Like, that's kind of... How would it do that?
That had to be after the locked room was
Maybe I'm
opened.
just dumb. I don't know.
In other
Probably
words,
that one.
After Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right?
Sure.
That can wasn't there when she died. How did she get poisoned?
You're
I don't
right.
know.
We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can.
The protein
After
can
Sakura's
man.
body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then.
Yeah,
that
me too.
settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
Byakuya's just sad that he can't.
I don't know.
Yeah, Byakuya's just sad that he's stupid. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. There was glass underneath. Ah. Yeah.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind.
That's it.
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was
Okay.
not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Uh-huh.
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
It wasn't.
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room.
You're wrong, you fucking loser.
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of
Yeah.
course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can,
There we go.
What?
and this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation.
Yeah. Don't be mad
Kyoko,
because you're stupid.
Earlier, when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As
Sure.
long as it was a locked room, it only contained the
Sakura
bottle of poison
killed
and
herself.
not the protein can.
Fuck.
But once the room was opened
I
up,
think that's
they
it.
were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I
'Cause she
thought
wanted
we all
to.
agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its
Yeah.
original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
She committed suicide.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh, he's learning manners,
Before
kind
we
of.
get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Oh, it was an assisted suicide. The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been Sakura.
I got it!
She
I think
wanted to kill
it was
herself
Sakura herself.
because she didn't.
Huh?
Because
So
Monokuma
Sakura, who
wanted
was
her
apparently
to.
murdered, just poisoned herself?
Monokuma wanted her to kill someone, so she killed herself to satisfy him.
There's no way.
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying. Stop lying. Why? Why would you lie like that?
You lied. No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. The yellow powder on Sakura's foot. Oh. Okay, so I guess we're going through all
You're
of
a
them.
liar. What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, I did it. Stop talking. You're a liar. Wrong. You're wrong. Wrong. You're wrong. I hate you. You're a liar. What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, I
There we go.
Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it.
Sorry, Hina.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It was fizz powder.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
She spilled it on herself?
Instep, right?
Yeah.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Man, it didn't fall off her foot while she was walking? Damn.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Sure, yeah.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a
Wait,
visit to
that was
Section C
an
in the
actual
first
question.
place?
Like, I think someone hit me over the head a while back. You know, it kind of
The
hurts.
only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
You didn't.
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Sakura Ogami killed herself. It was Leon!
Here's my answer.
Sorry, I was looking for a person who was still
The one who
alive.
killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Yes.
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yes.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't
I
believe it either.
believe I can touch
Rather,
the sky.
I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains
Sad.
why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room. I got
The
it!
locked room mystery was created by
Do you think he
Sakura.
says that out loud each
I'm
time?
sure she locked herself
Everyone's
in
just like,
so
what the
nobody
fuck?
could stop her from doing what she did.
Great, what do you have, Makoto?
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because
How
the
sad.
bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaking legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your
But-
real intention was to go to
Yeah.
the chem lab and switch out the containers,
So
wasn't it?
Hina knew all along. She just didn't want to believe
Once
it.
you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Whoa, ogre. Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Ah.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Yeah, that's true.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this
It
fact,
appears so.
Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed that's why you
Oh,
didn't
fuck,
bother
sorry.
to get rid of such obvious evidence, right?
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes, yes, yes.
I killed her.
No, you didn't.
I did it.
Stop.
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not. Nothing's over.
It is. Actually, no.
Oh my,
You're right.
what the fuck?
We have to end this properly.
Let's all kill ourselves. Closing climax. I'm gonna come. Okay. So it's Byakuya, right? And then locker. She hides in locker. Or no, not Candy. This one. And then he writes Toko's name. Toko sees it. She peers out. She puts the magazine back upside down. Some other shit happens. She breaks the bottle over Sakura's head. Sakura wakes up. She's like, holy shit. She takes the poison. She drinks the poison. Hina sneaks out the bottle. Maybe. Yeah. And then or no, this one, and that one.
The killer is you!
The one who's already dead.
This case began when Sakura asked
Cool.
a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Yeah. The fucking sound
Specifically,
effects.
Those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
What, no
Then,
sound effects
from
this time?
inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Okay.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Right. Let's break, dead.
Without thinking,
Uh-oh.
he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime.
He didn't do a very good job at it.
He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name,
Toko,
he was
Toko.
hoping to pin the murder on her.
He wrote down
But
Taka.
of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Okay. She put it upside down though,
But
because
in
she's
her rush,
stupid.
she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Because she's dumb.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
And then Genocide
When
Jack
she woke
hit her.
back up, her
I'm gonna
second
sneeze.
personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura,
Fuck.
and she freaked out.
Shock, crash, ha ha
And just
ha.
like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and
Do you think there are
attacked her.
audiobooks for comic books?
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head.
Crash.
Assuming Sakura really
Crash,
was dead this
ka-cha.
time, she
Ha
set
ha
about
ha.
disposing of the evidence.
I'd listen to that.
She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Poison. Dun
It was the
dun
poison
dun.
that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside.
Hmm.
But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Hina.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Okay.
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves. In an attempt to guide the trial to a
Oh, I guess
false
the protein
conclusion.
bottle did say A.
And the one who
Chem
went to all that
A-2.
effort.
I like how they even gave the silhouette big boobs. Like, they didn't have to do
was
that.
you, Hina.
Poor Hina. Feel bad for her.
That's the full truth of the case.
Aww.
Sakura
Sad.
took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right? That's
What happened?
Yeah, dumbass.
But, Makoto, how did you...
Maybe I'm smarter than you.
How did
Oh,
you manage
look,
to-
I found a cookie in my pocket.
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Cause you're an idiot.
huh?
Fucking drop my lip chop.
Oh, I mean,
You still haven't realized?
Am I like the ultimate figure outer?
We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Gah.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Hmm. Not sure we gotta be there. Hey! Oh, 92 coins. That's good.
Okay, okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
Have we?
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened?
We already
Will
know.
you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Both!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Here we go. Yay, we did it! I don't know how I should feel about this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay, we're done.
existence.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of
What are you
us.
thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. Bro, what the fuck? What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. Hey man, me and Kyoko did jack shit, bro. We understood. You know, we had our own problems with each other. You know, we weren't that mad at Sakura. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I can't let her be the one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins, because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. Hey man, speak for yourself. For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Please don't. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... She asserted dominance by killing herself. I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? I remember a Suicide Squad. That movie kind of sucked. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. Stupid fucking motorcycle outside. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
Forgiveness.
You tried to protect me. But because of me,
I can't
my
forgive
closet
this.
friend got hurt. Oh, I was like, closet friend? The fuck is it? It's his closest friend. I don't know how to read. Sakura. Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up at you at once, even you...
Hina.
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
No, I like Sakura. She was nice. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. Wait, did she... If you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura,
Please.
let me in. Please, open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it, and that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
Sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but... Fuck you, dude. It's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I fucking hate you. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. 'Cause her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. I fucking hate this guy. Bear, whatever the fuck. This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What? Then you lied to me? Yeah, that's what he does. I don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I could help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Damn it.
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. You fucking... Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the only ones jerking each other around. Why'd you phrase it like that? Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
Glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic harmonics narrator voice.
Hey!
You know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Shut up. Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first
But
place?
hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of your story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please? Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, gee, talk about a buzzkill. Fuck you. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see
You
me.
see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300
I
years.
couldn't let it be destroyed.
Why is
under my
every other
watch.
line
So
narrated
even if it meant my own life,
or voice
I
acted?
had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the
And
mastermind.
what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither of the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
That's so sad. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than
I
anything,
cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why, Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
Nah, no matter what you did, dude, I still don't hate you, you know. At least, like, I could never hate you as much as I hate Byakuya and Toko. I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit
But
murder.
I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
Byakuya, shit. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my
If
life.
it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please, don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. So sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then, they'll
I
see.
never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to her, death had no purpose at all.
Fuck you.
In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her, I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because...
Whether or not there was a spy, it never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you
What
want?
the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? The killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Oh, character development.
Huh?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny that reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Okay, never mind. I guess it's not really character development. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. But Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking.
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish
It's
you
the moment
guys?
you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Did I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times 1 rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, I'd be ashamed to let it go to waste. For my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest.
A special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Okay. Okay, I forget what happened. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. No. No. Alter ego. Fuck. The eerie music, bro. Excavator Destroyer. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's one resilient laptop. It should have broke within 1 hit, shouldn't it? But no, it stayed strong. Okay, I think it's definitely dead by now. That one was eerie as fuck. Just the music, holy shit. You suck, man. You turned them into a mangled hunk of junk.
Yeah, that really took a lot out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at.
Yeah, we're just gonna cut you off there. I've realized how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling all over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill them!
What's the matter?
Ah, you were friends with a laptop. That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball?
No, I'm gonna be friends with a volleyball named fucking Wilson.
Shut the hell up!
They weren't just laptops, they were my friend. And you killed them.
Is that what you call animalism?
Animism? Is that a word?
Where soul dwells within all things, even like laptops. Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed them.
Actually,
Finally, no, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start.
What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data on the laptop, it was, well, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
Of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. They wanted to help, at the risk of their own life. And for that, they were killed.
Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower.
No, their death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to gosh, someday you will pay for this. I will pay for this. Shit.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad. Just like unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
Why? Postscript?
Yep.
Yep, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly.
One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, so I've learned of one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
Why, you can't just stop at the most important bit.
Makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve.
Fine, but at least Sakura's note.
Like I've never let any of you greaseballs have it.
But
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. Fuck you. I'm not gonna just lay down and die. I will fight you, bastard. No matter what. And that's seriously it.
Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh?
She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you?
Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest. You know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. You sure don't want to Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long and hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
what did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us?
How many times are you going to repeat various forms of that same sentence?
I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something?
What the fuck? No, dumbass.
And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes?
Yeah, sure, that's it. You got it, Makoto.
I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I'd feel awful just thinking about it. And then I exploded.
I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. Yeah,
but
can we leave too? So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there, other than to head back up?
uh,
Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But, Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back the ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge.
eh,
What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How do you make that How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try.
That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
Gross.
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who could disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That is absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
Sleazeball.
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are a sleazeball.
You fucking 12? Apparently you still have a death wish. Are you both 12?
Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
That's true.
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take me.
What the fuck? I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Next time on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Gosh damn it. Time kept marching on.